the difference between like celebrity and sainthood, and you feel this like you like the celebrity because they're cool. It's about them, referring to them, for instance. But the veneration that you give to a saint, I suppose the veneration you might give to a celebrity, it doesn't terminate in that saint. It's because that saint reflects somehow Jesus Christ and holiness. So in a sense, the saint actually is just a window or a bearer of those virtues of Christ, of sanctity. Whereas like a celebrity, because people put up, posters of celebrities and things, they talk about this, it's for that person, right? It's that there's a sense of being terminating in that person's uniqueness or coolness or something.
Yep.
When it's not the coolness, the saints are cool, but they're cool because Christ is cooler.
Yep.
Right?
So you think about the saints in their own testimony. The Blessed Virgin says, "My soul magnifies the Lord." St. John the Baptist says, "He must increase, I must decrease." There's a way in which the saint refers us to the Most High God, or ought to refer us to the Most High God. And so then the next thing would be instrumentality. When we come before statues or images, it's not to pause there, to rest there, to stay there.
Yeah.
The idea is that the image would kind of fill our sensorium with things that help us to think.
Sensorium.
Oh, yeah. With things that help us to think of and love towards what is portrayed.
Yeah.
And ultimately, if it's a creature, we're not meant to rest there either. Right, so the instrumentality extends further still, insofar as God is wonderful in His saints and works through His saints.
Yeah.
So obviously, most of the imagery is going to be dedicated to our Lord Jesus Christ, but insofar as our Lord Jesus Christ has blessed the incarnate order, in the incarnation, has blessed the natural order with the sacramental dispensation, insofar as He has reoriented all of creation to His worship, then we can find that this kind of upswell or upsurge of devotion will terminate in Him, provided that we seek to set aside obstacles and hindrances and are somewhat self-critical in our own kind of tendency to something less than perfect worship.
Yeah, and I think this is a matter. It's you have to take Catholics' word for it, but I think all Catholics know that there's a different act internally in adoring the Blessed Sacrament, for instance, either at Mass or in the monstrance, than when I look at, say, a statue of Saint Faustina or an image, the Divine Mercy image or something. I'm doing something different, right? In the adoration given to the Blessed Sacrament in the monstrance, I'm adoring God. Now you might say, "Oh, that doesn't look like different episode, Protestants." Okay, but like that's a very different act than I'm not adoring Saint Faustina. I'm not directing. I'm asking. It's an adoration. It's a veneration for intercession. Like it's like kind of painting off of her to Him, or even the Divine Mercy image. It's Him under a particular aspect of mercy, still aiming at Him. It doesn't terminate in that image. It's not like when looking at a statue in an art museum or something. My attention terminates in that object. It ends there. So I'm focusing on the statue or the painting. But in churches, I'm not. I could look at the art of them and think that, but that's a very different act when I'm in prayerful attention to them. So it just does feel different and is a different act when you get in and look at what the soul is doing in those situations.
Father Bonaventure, if you had to choose between getting Warby Parker glasses, subscribing to a YouTube channel, or teeth, what would you choose?
Oof. I guess, to be honest, subscribing to a YouTube channel.
See, folks, it's not as bad as flossing your teeth or getting Warby Parker glasses. Please subscribe to Godsplaining. Cheers.